We're back, guys. Just refresh the stream. I don't know what that was about. Hopefully it does not continue to happen. But refresh your Twitch stream if you need to. We should be good. Yeah, let's start the Simul. Host a new Simul. Guys, please support the stream. I saw a 100-bit donation in there. Who was that? Jim. Jim, that was you. Please support the stream by subscribing. And Jim, thank you very much, sir, for your bit donation, 100 bits. He's leading the way in first place. Jim with 1,100 bits donated this week. Blobix, Move 11, Dragon BC, Asterbait, Merle, Warnaki, WJ Loof, Bob Sakamano, Mr. Coffee. Thank you, guys. Cheers, Jim. Okay. I'm going to take our subscribers first. It's 30, 50 extra minutes for me. Usual time control. Please do not play in Simul if you cannot play for 2.5 hours. So do us that favor. If you cannot afford the time to play for 2.5 hours, do not attempt to do so. Okay, guys, I've got my screen here. Everything looks good. Okay, we have lichess in the title. Only 7 viewers right now. What do we got? 8 viewers. Our stream died. We had to bring it back, so we're bringing it back. Asterbait, Bob, Jim, Bob. 4 subscribers, 5 subscribers, 6 subscribers, 7, 8. Arsenal. Dragon B is 9. Luana's 10. That's 10 players. We got 15 left. Nils is here. London system or boring stuff? That's right, man. You be the judge. Good to see you back, Nils. How's your career and your internship and whatnot? All right, so 7 candidate players. We're gonna take people we know. Felix has been around. Fuzzy Logic. Still don't know who Fuzzy is. Fuzzy Wuzzy was better. So we're half filled up. The stream died and we had to restart. So we only have like 10 viewers. Play the London system. No. No London system. Someone on sound just donated $10. I love it.
Yes.
Alright. That deserves another one.
Yes.
It's a little bit better. Dragon BC just donated 500.
Yes!
I love that one. Dragon BC is awesome. He's in second place this week with 1,000 bits. I got a challenge. We're not playing challenges now. It was good. Jim, let me look up the link. Okay. So, we've got room for 13 more players. Good 40%. Any other subscribers? Hungry Dog? He was a subscriber? Don't know if he still is. King's Prawn says hello. Well, that's polite. Shield says, hey, add me, please. Your internet is badly working. I know, man. Anger Gapi. Shill. Where's Shill? You guys have established accounts? I just asked that you have like 50, 100 games. Whoa. He's a strong player. 500 games. Alright, guys, just promise these new people. No computers, no opening books, and no London system. Dragon B, thank you, sir. So, wow, Shill is a really strong bullet player. 2357. Alright. Anybody else who's a subscriber to the stream? Anger Gapi. It's not challenging. You sacrifice 15 pawns. That takes several games. What's happening in the Sinkfield Cup? Too busy with my estate sale to follow the world chess news here. Alright. What do we got? We've got 15 players, 10 to go. We'll get started. I like to get started usually right about 2 minutes from now. We're a little behind schedule. Alaba. All right, we'll play Alaba. I think we've got some subscribers who aren't here, who usually play. I feel like people are missing. It is the summer. A lot of people go away. Who else asks? Anger Gapi. I like it when people ask politely. Here. We are going to be streaming this whole thing live. All right. Airdem. I feel like we played them before. Guess not. Okay, we're starting to get a lot of challenges now. The one I really recognize. Hi, I'm Psycho. That's great. Lappa87. We've played them before. Let's take them. Okay, I like people I know. Paiday. He might be a subscriber. Tyrone. Ivan. How about Ivan? 1100, not enough games. Dimitrilas. Maybe a subscriber. I'm not sure if Dimitri's still a subscriber. Alright guys, 6 more players to go. There are no rules. The rule is that there are no rules. First selection goes to subscribers. Second to people who are regulars on my stream who are not subscribers. And then I just randomly pick some people who are polite in the chat room and otherwise just have more than 50 to 100 games. You could be one of those people who get randomly picked. Just that when I see the name, hey, I'm Psycho, it just makes me afraid that you're a troll or something. So, alright, hopefully he's sarcastic. But I checked how many games you had, right? Hey, I'm Psycho. I can't even see. Only 43 games in Blitz. 24 games regular. See, this is the problem. You don't have enough games. I need to see 50 to 100 games, so I know people are not making disposable accounts to troll me with. Okay, King's Pawn. How about King's Pawn? 41 games. Mr. Slow Hand Grind. We played this guy before. Strategist. We could play Strategist. We could take that. And the other subscribers that I'm missing. Nils, are you not playing? It's late there. You're tired. What's up, man? Pretty humid here. Mr. Coffee's in. Nice. Matsiak, I think I played before. Alright, so we've got 23 players, 2 to go. The King. The Cry. 16 games. 56 games. I haven't played seriously in 6 months. This is no time to start. Jameson's Army. Nice. Drinking a lot of Jameson. Spelled differently. 147, 305. We could take him. Alright. I've got room for one more player. Brendan Brudevold. 1877. Alright. Nobody better bail out. Did I miss any subscribers? I'm going to start the simul with these 25. That's it. Trip chance. Good to be here. Another player from Iran, very high rated. Anyway, guys, I've got 25 players. I've got to start. Where can I start the simul? Start. The Pirate Bay. Alright. Guys, check out my eBay. Not selling too much. I sold some British soldiers. There they are. British detailed soldiers for sale. $30 on eBay. Gone. You missed your chance. Okay. Here we go. Why is it always the British soldiers that go first? You explain that to me, Arsenal fan? Alright, C4. Summon on sound. he's the first game against me, and I don't realize who I'm playing. So I get the stupid Mora Gambit. I haven't played a game in 2 days. Since obviously, well, Friday. Someone on sound playing. What happens if I play the E5 move? Let's just give this a whirl. Ustad, have a good streaming. Thank you. Do it, I dare you. Pi plays what, London system? You're not allowed to play the London, guys. Thanks, Mr. Coffee, for being our moderator here. MC. Get it? Mr. Coffee is the MC. Knight F6. Okay. Good 40%. Very aggressive player. I need more openings to play, I feel like. Alright, we're going to play E4 here. I had this game the other day. Now I feel that my F7 pawn is under threat. So Knight F6. Similar to some sort of E45 game, someone on sound. I don't know the theory there, I'm just messing around because Blobix doesn't seem to be here today. He's our third most generous bit donator this week. He suggested playing E5 against the Mora Gambit, so I gave it a whirl. Anger Guppy. Anger Guppy. Something different. Knight C3. Guys, thanks for playing. Acerbate. It's very, very humid here where I'm at. Oops, we already have a lever. I'm not surprised. I took a lot of random people. I took a lot of random people. A little bit more than usual. I felt like there was less subscribers than usual today, or less regulars. I don't know why, but we have a lot of new names in the Simul list, and that's something that happens, unfortunately, very often with when I take new people into the Simul, unfortunately. That's why I have to be selective. People are like, how do you select the people? I try to psychically know who's not going to drop out in the first 5 minutes. One of the reasons why I ask people to have more than 100 games, they're slightly less likely to do stuff like that if they have an established account. Fuzzy logic doesn't seem fuzzy. Very humid here. All right, Luena. I need my towel, actually. I'm gonna have to get a second beer, I think. The room I stream from, this office room, for some reason, doesn't have cross ventilation. It has a couple windows, but it doesn't have cross ventilation, so it gets really icky in here. But summer is about to end, unfortunately, guys. We have at least the summery part of summer. I will remain here in the United States for the month of September at least, possibly October, going forward. But actually, it's a really beautiful month here. September. Okay, the Dutch. What is up? Neil Skinner didn't make it. Is he here? Yeah, I mean, when I a year ago when I said this to Thibault about, I asked them why don't they make the possibility of entering simuls late. He was like, oh, well, blah, 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 you know, it's a stupid idea. But I mean, right now I could use that feature, you know, to let someone in late because we have one person who quit after 10 moves, and like Mule Skinner could play. And it sucks that we don't have the capability to do that. I don't think it would be that big a deal to program that in to lichess simuls, but they don't want to be bothered, I guess. It is what it is. Lichess is a great site. It's a free site. They can't do everything, but I think that having late joiners to simuls would be a pretty awesome thing. Angry Guppy. I guess you're being sarcastic, Bob. I suppose any site that's out to make money, that's their only motivation, that may be the case. All right, so yeah, we should time out Bob. You feel free. He's busy. He's very busy, and he has to do almost everything by himself, you know, so he's kind of grumpy, Thibault, that is. But I still think it's a reasonable idea. I don't think it should be shot down out of hand, the idea of late joining simuls. I mean, it's obviously not a high priority thing that they, you know, would want to implement, but from a coding aspect, I don't know how much trouble it would be to do that. The time situation, oh, I mean, whatever. You make the rules here. H6 right away. I'm supposed to play bishop h4, actually. It just occurred to me that, like, bishop c1, is that a stupid idea? It doesn't seem like a stupid idea. I'm going to try it. I wonder if anyone's ever played that before. I got nonsensical was called. Damn. Mr. Coffee with a closed Sicilian? The idea behind it. H6 is a massive weakness in black's position. Okay. I don't want to give him g5 with tempo. Damn, you like play one move out of book and you get hammered with criticism. You guys are tough. You can't take extra players. That's what we're just talking about. That's it. Once you start the simul, that's it. The system won't allow it. Those are the rules. And it sucks. But we live with it. Arsenal is playing the Berlin defense. Wow. Damn, Merle. I'm gonna start refusing to play you if you don't stop this. This is practically the London system. Damn it. So c5 is still good. Funny animator Jim says hi. What? Is he banned or something? Actually, Fuchsia's not here, and I need someone to stimulate my paranoia, Bob, so thank you for that. Bob's really stirring it up today, mixing up the pot. You bought opening material, but it takes time, sorry. He bought opening material. You don't need to buy it, man. Just go to the library, take out a book. It's easy. No problem, you don't have to spend any money. It's cool. Okay, so this move, I did look at this with one of my students. Fuchsia's modding right now. She's at the Bob Ross channel. She's modding the kittens on the other channel. Slobs should be banned. Ye who criticized my bishop c1 in the anti-Dutch will be sternly punished. I lost to Seth Rahman in this variation. I have a bad score. I think I have like a loss, a draw. I don't know if I've ever won a game in this variation. I feel like the closed Catalan is actually a better way for white to play for a win than the open Catalan. Maybe I'm wrong. If I go knight d4 here, is that overextended? Knight d4, for example, like bishop e3, c5. Knight d4, knight e2, c5. Yeah, I think I have to go here. Yes. Bob's got his repertoire going. The knight c3 London is Anger Guppy. The Angry Guppy. So Pepe Lou is rating. What's up, Pepe Lou? Thanks as well for being a subscriber. Takes the pawn. So what do we have here? The ultimate Black Redeemer. You gotta go. Thanks for the wishes, man. If you're not streaming, who am I gonna raid when I'm done? That's the question. Yes, bishop g5, the best move. I lost terribly in this position once. Bishop g4 is interesting here. Very rare move. Speaking of rarities. How do I get rid of the chat at the side? I think you could just like click a box. Oh. Isn't there just like a chat box? Like you can just turn it off? It should be fairly easy. So this guy I have played before. Masiek. This makes sense. Feels like a French. Just take. Well, on mobile, I can't help you. I'm sure someone here can. Mr. Coffee playing e4. Jameson. Makes me want some Irish whiskey. Okay, bishop g5, bishop f5. That is a move, and I don't play this with white normally. This is not one of my usual things, so really sure what I'm doing. I played a cheater on here once who played like c takes d, knight b5, I think. Queen a5 check. b4. Queen b4, c3, dc, knight c7 check, king d8. It was some crazy variation like that. I think that's what it is. I didn't have the guts to calculate it all the way out, and I ended up losing the game. I did a bad move order here against Bob. I screwed up. I'm supposed to play e6 here, and I did not play the correct move order. Bishop g4 is an interesting move. Inducing f3. And if f3, maybe bishop d7. Knight b5, take, check, knight c6. Let's be creative. I'm feeling creative today. Against the Bobster, we have a problem, though. This is just not really too good for black. Due to move order foul up. He offers a draw. Okay. Bob's really in a problematic type of mood today. Then he can just fully focus on, if I take the draw, we'll be letting him fully focus on trolling my stream. I don't want to do that. I don't want to let him concentrate on his trolling too much. Let's play the dragon. You take the trolling upon you, but you're a good souled troll. Nils. Wow, c4 transposing something completely other. Merle's favorite defense, the Cambridge Springs. You're not ruthless enough. I guess you just have to play like d6 here. What happens if queen b3, knight a5, bishop f7, check, king f8? That's okay, right? So if I play d6, that's probably my only hope here, really, is to play d6. Anything else, just, I mean, queen b6 is just rubbish. That's got to be really bad. I basically have to do this. Don't like this at all. So what do we got now? Dimitrilas playing the Grunfeld. Felix Duffy playing the, I don't know what it is. What do you call this, anyways? And Parmenides is playing e3 very, very early now. Should I play e6 or e5? Wow, knight takes d5. I don't know what I was expecting. What the heck happened here? Well, I played c5. I mean, he played c5, a move I'm not familiar with, and I played cd. He played knight takes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. This is weird. Okay. Yeah, I just like have no clue. We want you to flirt with us and troll her. Exactly. That'd be funny. You lost your bit badge. That's not right, man. Black setting up to play e5. Oops, I hung a pawn. Check under settings and chat identity. I think you can reselect it. Interesting. Lapa 8-7. Can we go with f5? I mean, this is kind of positionally risky. f5 there. Transposing to a Nimzo that I love to play. All right, Asterbait. Let's move it. You know this opening. Dmitry Laszlo's the King's Indian. I often forget. So, I've probably played pretty much all my systems against him at this point. Neil's correctly saying, honestly, I couldn't care less. A lot of people say, honestly, I could care less. But that doesn't make sense, right? It's funny. The point is you couldn't care less. It's like 8 out of times I hear people say that phrase, they say it wrong. It doesn't make sense to say it in one word, but still, he got the idea right. The idea is the important thing. Trollmaster. Trollmaster Bob just subscribed with Twitch Prime. It's 24 months of, I don't know, how do we do it? How do we put up with him? It is difficult to understand. Bishop g4. How have we put up with Bob this long already? Someone on sound taking surprisingly what seemed like a long time, yet he still has 27 minutes left. What the heck? Alright, this is similar to Blobix's game that he showed. I mean, knight g5 starts to become a thing. See, if I play knight c6, it feels like that's where we are right now. Knight g5. Knight c6, knight g5, d5. Pawn takes pawn, knight a5. And what is so great about that for me? Bishop b5, bishop d7. Just a chaos. What are my other options? Bishop. This is a bit problematic. Bishop b7, knight takes e5, castles. And I feel like that gives him a lot of good options. Including but not limited to queen to b3. Hey, queen c7 is an interesting move. That would allow queen b3. And that's probably the issue. So it does become kind of problematic as to decide what to do now. I guess we'll go with this. Pseudo 4 knights. 2 knights defense, I mean. Okay, fuzzy logic. Sort of Queen's Gambit accepted there. Queen b3, not a move I face very much. Not sure what we do about that. The automatic move is like a5, but reminds me of a game I lost against Alexander Goldin. And I'm kind of regretting not playing the safe bishop e7. Why do I never see this move at all, queen b3? There must be something seriously wrong with this move. No one plays it. I mean, c5 is possible. I really don't know. Okay, moving on. So this also, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm not thrilled about it. Dragon B, a4. It's like preempting any kind of fianchetto plan. Also would chase a knight from b6. Weird. BBB. So now e5 is possible. Let's castle first. Queen c7. Not sure. Okay, guys, good luck, everyone. Mr. Grinder. Likes this, apparently. Instantly played b3. Yeah, maybe a5 would make more sense if my knight could go to like a6 here. Still gonna do this. What happens if bishop f6 attacking the center? That's a strange move, knight e7. Now a6 looks like black's really taking a lot of time here. Yet e5 Okay, e5. Man, black's king side looks very weak. Queen u1. I'm definitely going to get another beer and sneak back without losing too much time at one point here. So this is his big idea. Bishop a4, knight d4, knight d4, bishop a4. Funny position. It is. I can also play bishop c4. Does it really matter? All right, finally. The hedgehog. Played that position a million times. Parmenides is playing the Botvinnik system with his knight on f3, which is strange. I'll have to defer to Yasser Seirawan for how to play this, because I really don't know. Never really played this type of opening. Badass Laszlo. R.I.P. I feel like, man, let's take the life out of this against Merle. Mr. C. Mr. Save a dog just played bishop takes c3 right away. That's very unusual. Wow, that's weird. It just appears black should lose a pawn here at the very least. His king side is shattered. 94. The Blobster. Blobster was supposed to play bishop b3 first. It's like a known mistake. He's too busy chattering. Arsenal fan is from Chelsea. Bishop e4. All right, what are we gonna do? Look at that move, the strategist. That's brilliant. That is seriously brilliant. Coffee. I just watched The Green Mile the other night. Great movie. Made me think of coffee. A6 is an interesting system. It brings back a bad memory of a game I lost with Bishop G5. Alright, well if you're gonna play A6, that's actually a Soltis system. That's a pretty good idea. I like A6. We have Knight B5 here. Ooh, this is good. Some of yous are playing a little too fast. Standard position against Jameson. Interesting opening from Jim today. The Wade variation or whatever, the Wade defense. This is just weird. Angry Guppy, look at this knight maneuver over here. What about the other knight? Other knight feels left out. The H6 pawn doesn't look happy. There's Queen E4. Rook A7, Astrobate style. I'm not sure I quite have a direct attack here. He's got Rook F6 or Queen F6 to defend H6. It's just kind of an illusion. Okay, main line. Kind of old school dragon there. Classical dragon. Speaking of dragon. Never heard of Bournemouth, but I heard it's full of old people. Probably. And younger people on the dole. South of England. Okay, Bishop B2. What are we gonna do? All right. They're in favor of a soft Brexit. They like their Brexit soft. Pawn cube where? All right, Bishop H6 check, Queen E3. Actually, this is just hanging. Gosh. That feels materialistic, but come on now. Masiak playing just too fast. Should I sacrifice a pawn here? He has like no development. Other options include speaking of free nuggets, Rook D1. Okay, so we're in the twilight zone here. We need to develop. I mean, B4 is going to win a piece. Is that serious? Is that real? Because I'm not happy about that, if that's the case. I'm not into that at all. Huh. So what do we do about this? Doesn't win a piece. Looks pretty scary to me. So if I take on D5, he takes on E5 check. That's pretty serious loss of something. I mean, I could play that. That's crazy. Queen E5 check, knight E7. That's practically losing a piece. Man, I don't know about this. It just doesn't seem fair. Something about this doesn't seem fair. What am I going to do? Hard to believe I made a mistake here. What did I possibly do wrong? If I take on B5, he takes with the queen, I play knight D7. Then he plays B4, I play like A6. He just goes back to D3. I'm really losing a piece. Can't spend the whole freaking game on this position. Someone in Sound has almost 50% against me in our games thus far. It's a very, very strong result. Am I going to Foxwoods again? I don't know. Man. I'll have to think about it. Good suggestion. I've been so stressed about stuff. I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about recreation. Man, what are we gonna do? This is the longest I think I've ever thought on a move in a simul game. Queen e5 check doesn't seem like a problem. Not my biggest issue. My biggest issue was b4, winning a piece. So now what? Leave an attack or not? This is still theory against fuzzy logic. Burl had the exact same game against me a long time ago. If he looks tough, he doesn't win the pawn. He could have won. Knight d5, queen e5, check 97. Yeah, but I mean, that just freaked me out. I didn't think I could even touch that position, Arsenal fan. It solves the problem A, but I was very concerned about my future development there. We'll see after the game. F5. Okay. F5 looks a little risky. We'll play solid. Passive is the other word that might come to mind. Solid passive. Poker, you say like loose passive. This is tight passive. Tension. A lot of tension here. Bishop a6. Knight b5. The angry guppy. Anger guppy. All right, now what do we do? Enough is enough. White space in the center here from Strategist. How strong is Strategist? 2000, 1918. Wow, okay. That's a serious weakness on e5, but maybe it's not that bad. Bishop c4. I mean, I've played this position like a million times. For both sides. All right, Bob. Bob's scary. He's getting scarier all the time. What am I going to do here? Got to be very precise. Wow. Okay, Jim, you just castled queenside. Holy crap. With my rook on b1. Wow. That's nuts, dude. That's seriously nuts. Here it comes. The attack we've all been waiting for. Nice square on b5 for white knight. Dragon b. Although the knight on d2 is now very passive. Bishop on b2 might be blocked as well. Again, this is still theory. Remember, the fuzzy logic just seems really, really strong. Maybe Merle has like multi-accounts. Fuzzy doesn't talk. He doesn't seem to take part in the chat here. It's probably a duplicate. Eventually I play b3. I wish I remembered the theory here better. I used to know it really well. Okay, so he just refuses to move his knight away. It's weird. Isn't queen b6 lead master against Nakamura? I feel like queen b6 is a 20-year-old Nakamura game. Hikaru was white. Queen b6, knight a4, he had to play. Because queen b6, it feels like I'm asking for it though. Not knight f5 right away. What if white were to just play like queen b2, knight e4, okay, knight d3, queen d3. Good 40% is a strong player. I'm not going to mess with him. I don't remember. But I think that might be a good move. I don't have time to calculate it now. Okay, this is a fully scary position for black. Good 40% reminds me of... I thought this was go 40%. It's not 40%. Oh. Wait, I just was playing him. This is a different player. My bad. Alright, I gotta play faster, guys. I'm talking too much. First game doesn't count. It was just a forfeit victory. This looks good for white. Now I'm not going to do like queen c7, knight b5. Look at that control of the center that white, the strategist, has. Is this guy down with control of the center or what? He's got some serious control issues. No surprise there. Get in b5. I've had games like this. It looks like Mangarini versus Soltis. A game that Soltis lost really bad. Lee. Knight g5 check. Maciek just not using his time. I also lost to Mangarini. Okay. Jersey Open. Maybe I should play c6 here. It seems controversial, doesn't it? But I think it might be good. All right. Ariel Mangarini. Old school master. Like I'm playing the Bogo Indian there. Rook e8. We're still in theory. Richard. Knight c3. c3. Develop the pieces to their best squares. That doesn't look right. That's just downright wrong. You can play e4. It's overextending. He just played knight b5 anyway. Who can blame him? My friend Bill Kelleher called this the who can blame him. It's a good move. Who can blame him? Threatening knight a7. Preventing queen maneuvers, rook maneuvers, and all that stuff. That is annoying. Alright, now back to business. Knight e4. Knight e4, bishop e4, queen b4 check with the bishop. Alright, there it is. Now black is really risking it. He's going for knight e4. I mean, I'll just allow it and like sacrifice a pawn, I guess, if I have to. I could play knight to g5. Alright, you gotta play faster before I get in time pressure here. Knight g5. Anybody? I don't know what that does. h6. I'm just gonna castle. Guys, please support the stream. Don't forget, generous donations from many of you thus far this week, and subscribing. Very important. Thank you. So if I take, he takes, I play knight d7. I'm falling behind in development now. But I better do something. This knight sucks in this type of structure. So when in doubt, maneuver. Coffee. I've never faced this move, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't want to trade queens. That's for sure. Okay, so if I play e5 here, pawn takes pawn, or bishop g2, king g2, we have to analyze. e5, bishop g2, king g2, pawn takes pawn, knight e5. That doesn't seem right. No, e5, bishop g2, pawn f6, and that's like theory, I think. No, e5, pawn takes pawn on e5, bishop takes b7. Pawn takes d4, bishop takes c8. e5, bishop g2, pawn f6. And then like queen b7 is some sort of secret move or something. I don't remember. This guy's supposed to be 1400, but he knows 15 moves of theory, so I'm a little bit worried about opening book here. But it's possible he knows 15 moves of theory in the I might be misremembering this, but I'm not expecting 1200s to know 15 moves of theory in the Hedgehog. You know, lichess like 1200s or whatever. It's not really usual. It's possible, but not likely. I've played that position against like world-class international masters and stuff. Anyways, with both colors. I don't think I played rook e8 though. h6 is a normal move for black. d5. Okay, whatever. Right. Well, the opening book stuff is harder to prove than like cheating with an engine. This is a great move, by the way. Queen a5, queen a6 type maneuver. Very strong. But I'm hoping nobody would cheat in a simul, at least. An unrated simul, although they do. So rook b1, threatening b4 now. Not really threatening it yet, but it's in the works. Okay. Bishop d3, knight b4, bishop b1. Bishop d3 loses the game. Okay, never mind. Here, forced, check. This is forced. Very fuzzy logic. There's also 15 moves of book, but he's 1800. A little more believable. G3 looks like a very reserved move for white. You had a dream last night where you were late and missed the simul? Wow, that's real dedication. To dream about the simul. 93 is for me. 93, knight d8, knight d1. Knight e3, knight d8, knight d1, knight f7, rook f7, rook d1. What's happening there? Am I losing something? Wait, 93, 98, 91. Okay. Now I'm equal material for the moment, but he takes an f7, so he wins 2 pieces for the rook. I could certainly play other moves. BC, obviously. Bishop d4. I've got to use my money. Use my money and my time. Use my money. What am I talking about? Use my money to buy some new opening books. No. Knight takes e3. Where did that come from? That was weird. It was some Freudian thing. I've been playing enough poker. 93, 98, 91, knight f7. Knight takes knight. Knight h6 check. King h8. What is going on? Knight h6 check isn't so good. Alright, I'm going to go for it. Certainly wasn't forced. Kind of hard to trade pieces here at this point. Winning a piece is good though. Did I miss that last move? Now look at someone on sound getting all materialistic. Rook c1, queen g5, rook c8 check. That looks unpleasant. I just want to get my pieces developed. I've gambited a pawn. Gambited. How about a6? Is that useful? Might be a useful move. a6 queen back to e2. Is that really useful? What am I even threatening? The bishop, say bishop e7, pawn takes pawn, bishop g5. Shift away this control the center here. That's key. If it's key, it's for me. Always glad to help out a friend in need. That knight is killing me on b5. Wow, bishop e7, knight d1. Bishop d8. I'm sorry, knight d2. Knight d2, bishop d8, knight f3 check. That is so weird. Knight d2, bishop d8, knight f3 check, bishop f3, bishop f3, pawn f, king takes. I mean, isn't this just good for black? Like, everything is good for black. Take, 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 take. I mean, he is kind of in the center there. I feel like Jim is getting tricky with me. I really underestimated him. Damn. Damn it, Jim Bob. Alright. Sack a pawn. Benko style. This is not a Benko. Not yet. Defended. He defended. The Mangarini Soltis game featured a d4 square feast for white. That's in Andy's book. Secrets of... No, it's called Confessions of a Grandmaster, which I mentioned a lot. It's a great book. Anyways, alright. Can play d5 when I want to. It's my life. We've developed all of our pieces. Black's threatening e5. Wow, that looks weird. That looks weird. Masterbeat's been here before. He's done stuff like this. It's a little passive. Been there, done that. So, difficult to defend the rook where it's at. Rook b1 looks forced. And then my knight is short of squares. Uh-oh. This is not a joke, dude. This not be a joke. I mean, I can play rook d4 if I have to. Actually, just leaving the b1 square for free for my rook is possible. That is something else, man. Wow. What a move. Rook b3, b4, knight b1. It's very awkward. Brilliant for black. Nothing short of brilliant. Rook b2, knight d4. Rook b3, knight c5. So there's no good square. Rook b3, knight c5, rook b2, b4. Probably my best shot, something like that. Takes with a pawn. This knight is going to kill him. Killer knight. The battle lines. Wow, okay, so someone on sound now threatening nasty stuff with d6. Just doesn't stop to harass me. That's harassment. f5, knight g3. So you do like f5, d6 anyway? Is that weird? about, man? How about knight c4? Crazy move, sacrificing all my stuff. Wow. This guy is just pure evil. f5, d6, pawn takes, my knight's stuck. a6 might be a good move. All right, now the one thing is b5 that concerned me. So if I can pin him, that's probably best. I can play bishop g4. You can forget about b5 for the moment. Slow down his attack. Acerbate positional chess. Castle's d6. Maybe it's not that bad. That's all I can do. I think I just gotta let him play that. Live with it. I hate playing that exchange of bishops, but we'll do it. All right. What about my king now? There's no safe haven. He just took. Bishop takes c3. Knight f7, rook f7. Bishop f7, king f7. I'm down the exchange there. So I guess we should just take back. b5 anyway. Okay, so I can take on b5 with check. Queen takes, queen c3, but then he gets away. Or we can try a different move. Bishop d5. Okay, here I'm just sacking a pawn against strategist. Late start. We got a little bit of a 5-minute late start, I would say. Very slightly late start for today's simul. My pawn is attacked. Great battle here with Arsenal. Acerbate as well. Acerbate's... He's kind of tricky not castling. I like that. It's like a 4 knights game or something. Okay, what's up? Reposition. Play for f4. This looks like a draw. A lot of choices there. Uh-oh. That's a pawn sack. Wow, he can do that? Alright, so we sack this. Now, do we want to trade queens or not here? Ideally, not, I guess. This knight b5 bothers me. That could happen at any time. King's not really very sure here. No castling, eh? Oh, Merle, what are you doing? What are you doing there? That doesn't look right. What are you doing? Wow. Stay away from me. And Bob thought forever on this move. E6. It's genius. Just pure genius. A lot of good positional games today. Uh-oh, knight f3. Yikes. Asking for it. Okay, the time has come. Dimitrilas, classic. Classic situation. Wow, check out Arsenal. Can he do this? The acerbate like bishop. White's attack is kind of frozen here. Mr. Coffee with rook b1. Almost looks like he's going to play b4. Okay. The center. What is that? Like a draw variation? I mean, I can play bishop b2, 97 check, king h8. Kind of a cool line. But structurally, he's better after that. Or is he? He's got d5. Other options we have, like rook e8, knight c7. Rook e8, knight c7. There. It's going to be complicated. Got to at least try this. Okay, Mr. Merle, what are you doing? We're boring Merle to death. Blast off. Classic Nimzo strategy. Running out of ideas here. Switch diagonals. Basically equalized against Merle. Bored him to death. Here we've got massive control of the center. Bishop d8 is horrible. Black's going to go under. Glub, glub, glub. Anger got me very solid, though. He's just too solid. I was thinking of taking with the queen. It's kind of weird. Merle, thank you for the donation, sir. This is going to be a tricky game. Weird move. Speaking of tricky games. Knight d4, pawn takes pawn, knight c6. No. We must move the knight. Knight a2 looks unsafe. Everything looks unsafe here. All right. Okay, Acerbate. You asked for it. Oh, seriously. E6. Rook here. Now black has b5. Black is better. Mr. Coffee going with thematic move f5. That looks right, dude. But I can use the g file. Pawn takes pawn, knight h4. I've had games like that. Oh man, maybe I don't want to take. So I play this sort of move sometimes, but that allows e5. e5 sharp though, e5 knight g4. Okay, Coffee. d5. Someone has sound playing a lot of Tetris, apparently, in his free time. Can I get my knight back in the game, please? Because you're driving me crazy, dude. d5. No threats, really. But time is a threat. The biggest threat I'm facing, I guess, is time. He'll have knight a4 or something. I don't know. I could have just taken there. on, what am I talking about? Let's develop a piece. This looks strong for white, needless to say. Take brief time out there. Continue. Playing the King's Gambit against Acerbate. This bishop takes is worthy of consideration here. Jim, you're not allowed to do that. A little bit worried about this. Rook e8 defense. Pressure on my e4 pawn. Acerbate, excuse me. I always get these guys mixed up. Why are they so close together in alphabetics and placement? Maybe I should just take it. Knight d5. This is looking better and better. Yeah, that was the one thing that was bugging me about this. Probably not a big deal. It's a hedgehog. Uh-oh. Okay, now the position is morphing into something sort of normal. F5 though could be a problem there. Bishop A8. That doesn't seem like the secret move. Might be good. There was a secret move I remember. Knight D4. Bishop F1. Knight c6. That's for fun. Just for fun. Now he's got a plan. F5, some trapping my queen stuff. Other plan over there. Too many plans. All right, coffee. I know about knight h4. If I take, you play knight h4. Or this really looks bad for black, though. b4. Okay, that's almost over. Strong positional game by Anger Poppy. Rook outpost. There it is. Knight d5. It's pretty impressive. There's knight e4. I guess that's better. This is a 1200, don't forget. He's 1200 in rapid. 1100 in blitz. Knight d5, interesting. Knight d5, pawn takes pawn, queen f3 or something like that. It's unclear. Knight f2. Knight f2 will be queen d7. So he's got some threats now. I need to stop that. Is my queen getting trapped anyway? I can sack a piece. My queen's not getting trapped. Okay. All right. Jim, give me that pawn. Give me that. The rook is trapped. He'll have to sack the exchange. No, he has knight d5 there. Nice. I'm wrong. As always. So maybe like e4. It's a weird move, but... What? What's going on? All right. Thank you, Parmenides. Wow. Huge donation of 1,000 bits. Distracting me. Obviously, that's his his reason. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much, sir. Give me the money. Give me the pawns. Jim's playing h5. Alright, Arsenal. I'm not up any material here, but we have space advantage. Awesome donation. Bob just dropped a pawn. I mean, this is just a pawn drop. Here, have that pawn. It like might not be that ridiculous though. Take rook b1. Rook b1, rook b1, b6. He has a little bit of compensation. What a move by Merle though. Absolutely unreal. b3. Unbelievable. Incredible. What are their adjectives? What other adjectives can we use? Man, Dimitri's playing a good game. Okay, in game. Thought. It's got rook b3. Doubling. Strategist. This is just incredible. This guy. Playing like a GM. We know he's a GM. Yeah, that's it, right? Game over. Just, it's like playing God. Someone on sound does it again. Can I survive with like knight c5 or something? You guys are down all your pieces. Resignation is accepted. Welcomed, in fact. Knight on a4 is really irritating here. Then again, the b4 knight is irritating for him. So, life is hard. Right? Bam. And this really is going a little far. Alright, rook b1. Queen a7. Okay. He's desperate. He's desperate. Good game by Anger Poppy. Tempted to sack an exchange here. This is 1200, right? Of course it is. Uh-oh, f5's on the horizon. That's a big problem. Oh man. That is so annoying, dude. Freed my rook. Free your rook. I sort of sold out here. just to be safe with time problems. Man. Bob's scaring me. Should have played a different move there. Finally. Good time management. It's a trick for every occasion. God, he's so tricky. Love the way Dimitri played this. No time. MC. Keep in mind, Mr. Coffee doesn't usually play e4, so if it doesn't work out, he gave it the college try. Wow, knight f6. Just when I thought he was really in it, he could have traded rooks and then taken on e7. This is just getting weirder and weirder now. Nice to see a few people actually in time pressure themselves for a change. Wow. Welcome to the danger zone. All right. What happened? Nice to see Merle. A little tied up. What happened? My old New York Open roommate, Jorge Samor Hasbun. It's his favorite expression. All right, let's go. Knight f4. Yeah, we're not into getting mated. Jim became very psycho aggro. He didn't used to be like that. It felt like he's changed his style or something lately. What? Wow. You have another knight. Another one of these games where he has the magic move every time? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Another magic move. Always has the magic move. King h8. What about King h8? What am I doing? b5? Bob with the tactic from hell. What? Please don't let this work. come in. MC Coffee. So I like the castle queen side. In the Grand Prix attack. Gotta keep everything protected against this guy. It's crazy good. Alright. Pawn takes. Save a blob. Here he goes again. The unbeatable. Another threat. Just one after another. Wow. What am I going to do? My rook's there. That's good. I guess. Waste of time. What the heck is going on? Okay, so I'm confused. Bishop e3. I should just resign. Unbelievable. Alright. Maybe I can attack knight g2 as a threat, okay. How about my pieces? I'm just hung as queen. Wow, what a game. Anger Guppy only has one rook that can go to the C file. It just occurred to me. Right, Bob found it. The master tactic. Took him long enough. Okay, what's next? It's a queen sack. Man, this is a disturbing game. Beyond disturbing. It's like ridiculous. difficult to finish off. So, Bob, you're going to be a pain about this. Is that what you're saying? Oh my god, queen c5. Okay, okay. Endgame. We'll play an endgame. How about that? I don't mind. Knight d5. Knight f4. Knight f4 is okay. Yes. be1. r2 d2. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Great fight from Dragon B today. Not so fuzzy logic. What am I doing here? Very technical game against Bob is not going to be easy. And that's not his specialty. Well, Merle Dixon actually blundered. Wow. Sacked an exchange here. What the? Knight d5. He's threatening an exchange sack. Oh, Dimitri lost with a great game. I can do this. Probably nothing. Alright, speaking of nothing. Fuzzy logic with an enormous amount of time. Maybe rook takes. Enormous. I don't know. Who is Fuzzy Logic anyway? I mean, they're so strong. Wow. Just hung a pawn against Bob. I got about to hang a rook. So this was the queen sack. Okay. Richard has tactics to save him. Not entirely surprised by that. Not completely saving him either. Maybe it is. Alright. Mr. Coffee has tactics as well. Damn it. That's crazy. Good job, Mr. Coffee. Man, he sidestepped everything. Anger Goppy? Damn. Down on time. This fucking tactic. Excuse me. Did I say that? I'm sorry. I saw the other Night Fork, and the problem is I missed this one. God damn it, Jerry. Arsenal, you played in an amazing style today. Very safe, like the new solid Arsenal. Kind of threw me off there. I don't want to lose all my games because of that upsetting loss. Standard queen sacrifice. How much compensation does he get here? Such a stupid blunder by me. Damn. Wow, okay. Mr. Coffee in defendo mode. Nice job. I have this. What happened? Knight takes f4? Say what? Wow. Wait, I just lost a piece? Why did I lose a piece in this game? Doesn't seem right. The math just didn't add up. That's weird. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Well, Bob even saw that. Unbelievable. sacking a pawn here. The queen sack game. How much material? He doesn't even have very much material for the queen. It's weird. This is kind of weird. He didn't even get close to enough material for the queen, yet I feel like I'm hopelessly lost. It's strange. Okay, concentration is flagging. Thing that's not summon on sound. Yeah, this is just like pointless. He can take, and he has perpetual. Can't believe he has perpetual. Getting a little low, a little too low on time here. Great game by Dragon BC. Mr. Coffee sacking a piece here. Well, that was a surprise. Ungergapi had better. Mr. Coffee, sorry, Arsenal's gonna win. The other Mr. Coffee. Oh my God. What is going on here? Well, knight b6, even a very subtle move there. Does anyone ever lose on time? Man, this is crazy. Whoa, where's my time? I think Fuzzy Logic is like Merle's other account or something. Just way too strong. Alright. Losing a bunch of games. No easy time today. Hung a pawn there. That's good. Looks pretty hopeless. Mr. Coffee found a defense and a very nasty threat in the process there. Wow. Wow, Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee, I don't like you anymore. I do not like you anymore. What the heck, man? How come no one ever loses on time against me? Just I lose on time. Their trap. Unbelievable. Master technique from hell. Look at that move. Oh man, it's nasty. Not one player has time pressure problems. It's kind of incredible. I mean, of really, really threatening to lose on time. Not one player is in real danger of losing on time against me. Only me. It's unbelievable. How can that even be? Wow. Jeez, look at this. I don't have a square for my pieces. It's like playing God. Holy crap. Even Bob is like God today. It's unbelievable. Save dog is just unbelievable. Now I'm gonna like almost lose to this guy who was down a queen for nothing. That's insane. How can that even happen? That is insane. I'm gonna lose. Okay, this is over. Knight there. He finds every move instantly. Damn, dude. I could lose this. Earl Dixon has 12 minutes left, dude. I can't be that slow. I mean, this is like ridiculous. How can this even happen? Whoa, Queen F5. What? Yeah, just like insta move. I'm in danger here. Could even get mated if I'm not careful. Okay, this is really fun. Do I ever have a threat? No one needs any time to make a move. Wow. This is hopeless. This is like humiliating, actually. This game. Second draw offer is always the key. So now I'm going to lose to this player. Weird. Merle, what's with the time use, dude? It's been doing that lately. Wow, Dragon B. I just lost on time, nice. No, whatever. That's weird. That was pretty weird, dude. This is humiliating. Alright. Totally lost here. This guy needs to resign. Man. I don't understand the guy who lost his queen and beat me. That's like pretty insane. But Merle is just dissing me. Alright. Queen A5 now. The Bob. Just lost. I don't understand how I can lose up a queen to someone. That's pretty crazy. Merle's really pissing me off. I guess I've lost to Dragon B before. This was a great game. Wow. I thought I was clearly better. We'd even had a move there. Very low number of draws today, which is weird. I guess that's what's weird about today. Usually you have far more draws. So Merle's gonna save his utterly lost position. It's like hyper competitive. Man, that sucks. G4? What is G4? There has to be some sort of trap. Oh, he has the defense. If I'm lucky, I could maybe draw. Wouldn't that be great? Bob found that fast. Bishop h6 is the idea. Okay, so what the... Speed of Bob has also increased. This was a good battle. How come nobody ever loses on time? It's so weird to me. Now we've got serious issues. Rook takes a2. Rook c8. There's no time for that. King f8. That a blunder too? Tactical endgame. I mean, my head is just spinning from this game. I can't even keep track. Oh my god. What? He actually blundered. I like how Merrill Dixon doesn't need to use any time to find like the best moves. Just makes every single move like instantaneously. Damn, that's impressive. I'm lucky to draw this. I was completely hopelessly lost. Maybe I was even better there if I played perfectly, but man, that was the one game I should definitely have lost. Very technical endgame. Yes, I want to sound fun for you. I was busted all the way. I mean, I had to be just completely lost there. You know that. He's being polite. But it was fun. Okay, it was fun for you, though. It wasn't fun for me. It was never fun for me. It was fun for me for like a moment when you when you hung a pawn on d7 or whatever. I lost on time to somebody. I'm not happy about that. Some game I shouldn't have lost on time. Who is this player? Man, this has been a crazy game. Again, I feel like I have no winning chances against anybody. Jesus, Bob. Bob wants to draw too much. D3. Check. This was an interesting game. In my game, Black was winning from the moment you played f4. It wasn't so. I mean, it looked pretty messy there for a little while. Mr. Coffee. Alright, I give up, man. I really do. I just blundered the pawn here in a position I thought I was just forcing a trade of pawns. It's just ridiculous. He makes every single move like instantaneously. The whole game. He's got 10 minutes left, more than anybody else in the tournament. I mean, it's just ridiculous, dude. My God. Look at his score against me. He's got 32 to 33 after 65 games. I'll just resign. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Sacked a pawn in this game. It was a good sack. Black's still worse after 49 moves. This is ridiculous. You should resign when you're down like pieces in a simul. Alright, I'm done being grumpy. Anyway, it's just fun. We've only got a couple games left, so we can enjoy it. What? What is this doing? How can I? Yeah, all right. You're welcome. Man, tough game here. Bob's driving me crazy. Bob's greatest game of all time. Oh my god. It's not normal to play 8 teams of theory when you're like 1100 in blitz. But anyway, all right, whatever. Let's go back to the simul. Did we finish? Bob is still going, and strategist. All right. Now he walked into mate and won, but he was threatening to do that. Another sportsmanlike behavior. Here. Oh, wow. Okay. This should be a draw. Obviously, it wasn't fun for me. Kind of like my game with someone on sound. Equally unfun game. No, Sharky, I don't think there was a bunch of cheaters. I just suspected one person of using the opening book. But other than that, and I didn't even accuse them. I just said it was a possibility. No, not a bunch of cheaters. Not at all. This is a draw. All right, good game. But when someone is like overly defensive, when you mention something like that, it's usually the first sign that they are a cheater. If it just rolls off their back, like it's no problem, they have nothing to hide, you know. But when somebody gets all offended, when you mention the possibility that, oh, they might be using an opening book, it's more of an indication, I think, that they are. But when you play a title player in a simul, you should really like show respect and resign when you're down queens and stuff like that. Anyway, it's a hard thing to do, to play these games simultaneously. I lost one game I shouldn't have lost on time. That was pretty painful. All right, back to the simul. So we finished with 15 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses. Pretty standard result. Kind of low on the draws. You think if they're honest, they're offended. You're offended by everything, Arsenal. So that's your perspective. I think maybe I shouldn't say anything, because maybe the truth is that it just depends on the person. Like with you, you know, you're easily defended by everything. I'm easily offended by everything. So your perspective is that. My perspective is that a lot of people who have nothing to hide aren't really offended. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, 15 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses. We've got that game that I lost on time to somebody that I was pissed about. I guess it was good. Good 40%. No, he resigned. Who did I lose to? Jim, I guess. Jim. No, Jim resigned? Wait, what? Jim was just nice and resigned? He was just nice and resigned. I lost on time to somebody that I wasn't happy about. Hold on for a sec, guys. I'll be right back. I'll close the simul. Sorry, guys. I had to go yell at my neighbors, but it was fun. Very hard, though. Game against someone on sound won't allow me to sleep tonight, even though I got a draw. That was such an unpleasant situation that I feel like I won't be able to sleep tonight again. He has a habit of doing that to me. Asterbait, what happened, man? What happened to Asterbait? Why did Asterbait give up? Masturbate hung his d6 pawn and resigned. Bob. Bob, what's up, man? One of your toughest games of all time. Dragon B also. Dragon B, really nice game. Like, no mistakes. Check out Dragon B. 20 cent pawn loss, 1 inaccuracy, 1 blunder. I was equal at some points, but he really played an almost perfect game. Nice job by Dragon B. Save a Dog, another one of his miracles. There, he never loses on time. Nice job. There's another guy, Alaba. What happened to Alaba? He left the game after 4 moves. So I actually only played 23 games. The Summon on Sound game was just ridiculous. This game pissed me off. Wow, he was totally winning at the end. I was totally winning. He was totally winning before. I don't understand what was going on here. So I played b4. He takes. I played takes. He finds queen a5. I played the only move. He plays b4. I played the only move. Now he plays bishop a6. I sack the exchange. And I played here, and he just sacks a queen. I just was in a state of disbelief, you know, that you could sack a queen here. It's a bad move, but I can't believe he even has enough compensation. Fuchsia exaggerated a little bit and said that he had enough compensation, but it doesn't quite look like enough. Knight c6, but I was overconfident in this position. I thought he didn't have nearly enough, and actually he does. So I really misevaluated this. That's funny, Dragon B, that you beat me in this same opening. I was doing fine, but I took a chance with A takes B, and it ended up that I lose my B pawn. I couldn't believe it, that my B pawn would be the first pawn to fall on the queen side in that game. But this one was, I was guilty of misevaluating. I thought I have like no losing chances here. The other game, Summon on Sound, was horrible. This is Blobix's fault because I would never play this line, but he got me to. So check this out: Queen A4 check or Bishop B5 check, Bishop D7, Queen E2, and here I spent like 2 minutes. I know it was like 4 minutes, I thought, on this position. It's just ridiculous. Because I was convinced I was losing a piece to B4. Unbelievable. The engine is like Bishop D6, B4, H6. Okay, why white can't just go like Knight F3 or something there? This is crazy. Why can I do this? B4. Okay, let's say I do H6, and let's say he goes here. There's no way I could calculate this. Castle. Losing a knight. Unbelievable, dude. That's what I have to do. And play Rook C8. Like, I'm down a piece in this position. And Stockfish says it's okay. But I was talking about this last couple streams ago. There are certain positions where, you know, the computer says it's equal, but it's like if you play perfect moves, it's equal. That's different from a position where there's 8 different moves that you can play where it's equal. I mean, this is like, there's no way I could find this, you know? It's a sack with compensation according to his book. He's a little overly evaluated. So you know this. This is actually in this book. Man. I gave him the compensation later in the Queen sack Fuchsia. Yeah. So that's crazy. There was no way I would ever find the right continuation there. Brendan is in trouble. He never showed up. And this game here, with the guy who got all angry, I couldn't recall, but, you know, This is a very subtle opening. It's not like it's the main line of the, I don't know, Roy Lopez, you know? It's, you know, it's like, how are you 1100 and you know like 15 moves of theory in this variation? It's one thing if you knew 15 moves of theory in the main line of the Najdorf or some sort of like Roy Lopez mainline Marshall, something where people can really memorize stuff. But it's just, I'm very skeptical when someone's like 1200 on lichess, which is basically like 1,000 FIDE, and they reel off 15 moves of hedgehog theory. B3 is inaccuracy. Okay, I guess bishop f2 is stronger, this move order. I'm not sure. Anyways, so b3, I've played this position like a million times. Bishop f2, and now what did he do? He did queen b8. So that's an unusual move, but I know there's a trap here, like seriously, for white, but I didn't remember on what move. I know HTFP, anybody can memorize 15 moves of theory, but let's say you're 1,000 FIDE, okay? And that means like you're hanging pieces almost every game. There's a lot more priorities than memorizing 15 moves of an obscure variation of the hedgehog, you know? You'd be memorizing 15 moves in other variations, probably not this. Things that would crop up like every day, you know what I mean? It's more believable if you're like 1800 or something. You know, not this totally rare variation of the English. So there's actually games here. Queen b8, e5. But I wasn't sure that this sack is not dangerous because there's a very, very similar variation where this is actually good for black. And I couldn't remember if it was exactly this position or a different one where black can do this. He can actually, black's actually like winning in the other version of this. The other funny thing was like he commentated during his game in the stream. He's like, you know, 1100 and making commentary that I made a mistake. Most people wouldn't even know if they made a mistake here or not, and they certainly wouldn't like commentate it, but whatever. So we're still following Roger Moore. Roger Moore playing white changed his spelling, and Kishmatulin. So we're still in book after 17 moves. It's that sound. Check it out. So bishop a8 is still sound, and yeah, this is the right position, dude. He's still in Grandmaster, International Master games after 17 moves now. F takes e7, queen b7. He didn't have the opening book turned on. Like here, luckily, I played a move that wasn't in the book, hadn't been played before. You know, because I was considering knight e4. It looks like Roger Moore played king f1 and lost. The engine likes that, though. I played this move. Arsenal made a commentary something like knight e4 f5, or was it knight d4 f5? I thought knight e4 was a move, but he has knight c5 here. I've had this position before. I actually didn't remember if it was the right position or not, you know, but now looking at it in retrospect, I'm sure it was this position. And, I mean, I'm an international master with 30 years of experience. I can't remember if it's a mistake or not, you know. I don't even know who's better here without the engine telling me. But, so I played knight d5. This is a TN. So, the 19th move for white is a theoretical novelty. My opponent is 1200. It's normal to suspect that that's weird, I think, but who am I to dare to have the audacity to think such a thing? E takes d5, and now queen f3, best move. And at this point, I guess we're on our own, you know. Black is equal or something. It looks like he blundered on this move. presumably playing on his own, you know. I don't think he's using a computer, but he knew every single move that was reasonable up until I left book with 1995. And we're at move 19, and I played a theoretical novelty, you know, and the guy's 1200. He takes the piece. So now we're playing for ourselves, and queen f3, queen b8, immediately a mistake on the first move out of opening book. cd5, knight f6, knight c6, forced, bishop c6, also a mistake according to the computer, dc6. So it was, later apparently I made a mistake and it was equal. I guess I allowed a perpetual. What's this? Queen d7, bishop d4 here. Sorry, much later we got to this position. I didn't realize I allowed a draw. He had a draw here. So what did he do? He checked on d4, played king g2. We just checked on the wrong square. He had queen d5 check, queen h5 with a draw. He's definitely not using an engine, obviously. He would take the draw. So I blundered. I have to play queen takes b6 and beat him slowly now. So I mean, I think I'm within my rights to suspect black of using the opening book there. Totally, you know. I mean, you could say what you want, but there's really no case. At least suspect them. Anyway, guys, it was a good simul. You know, some interesting games. Actually, Pi Day also had an interesting game. I don't know, Laba had played me before. What's up with him? Savadog was lucky with his usual time pressure. Fuzzy Logic is like unbeatable. This is Merle's other account. What's my score against Fuzzy Logic? Apparently he was winning. What? What? Oh my god, I hung my rook. I hung my rook like twice in perpetual mode. I was trying to just draw, and I hung my rook. At least we know Fuzzy Logic doesn't use an engine. He had 2 chances to take my rook, and he didn't do it. That's ridiculous. We're using engines. No, I was just happy to have a draw at that point. And I was like, oh, whatever. You know, the first thing, that's a draw. That's going to ruin our Centipon loss for that game, though. Obviously. The game with Merle I lost. I resigned. I don't know if I'm lost in the final position or... I was just angry. But I mean, there was no reason to be worse. I was winning, but he just kept playing like instantly. Now it's like enough for a draw, and I just hung my pawn. This is like resigning out of anger. But now it's like hard for black to draw, because this pawn is super strong. So I just resigned out of tilt anger. But I mean, it's not easy to hold this. Because if he plays like bishop a6, rook f8, d8, I resign, you know. It's really, black's got to play perfectly to hold on. Man, that was really sick. So Bob in the endgame, let's last thing before we go. Bob played a really good game. Generous donation from Parmenides. I wanna highlight as well. Who donated 1,000 bits. All you guys, Jim with 1100, Dragon BC, 1000 Parmenides. Little recap here. Bob. Really great fight. We made a lot of mistakes. Damn, look at that. 8 inaccuracies, 4 mistakes, 3 blunders. This was like really low quality consistency. But what? Bob had approached an almost equal position here at one point. What's this? Is the engine right, though? After rook a7, apparently I made a mistake. Rook c8 is a move I couldn't find. Maybe in a tournament game. I would never find that. So I played rook a7. Bob played 93, the next move, but you need to play it right away, apparently. This is a tricky endgame to hold, man. So apparently knight d3 right away, threatening the fork. So I can't take the pawn. And I'm just going to have to drop my... I'm just going to have to repeat position, basically, I guess. Because if I drop the d-pawn, it'll be a... I think it'll be an easy draw, no? Like king b5. I could even lose here because your f-pawn's so strong. In fact, I have to be really careful not to lose. This f-pawn is huge. Maybe not really careful, but the king is out of position. Your f-pawn's going to queen. White's 0.1 better, actually. I mean, I think you could find rook c8. There's got to be some reason behind it. Like king b6 in the right moment or something. Yeah, but I agree. Pawn takes here. But actually, now the on second analysis, the engine says rook b8 is better, which is very more like logical, very much more logical because it activates the rook. But that's a move I could find if I had time to find it, you know. But I mean, it's a really technical position where you have to play perfectly. Perfecto. Yeah, this is a study, basically. Thank you guys for the games. Thanks, Mr. Coffey, for being our moderator. Final score in the Simul was 2 players who basically quit, but we have 15 wins, 4 draws, and 6 losses. Pretty standard result. Thanks, everybody. And on behalf of the Macro Panda and myself, we thank you for being our moderator, Mr. Coffey. Thank you. Okay, guys, tough Simul. It was hard work. I won't be able to sleep tonight, as usual. Too much spinning in the brain. Thanks to our supporters. Sorry, I'm just stuttering. Thanks to our supporters. Jim, Dragon BC, Parmenides. By the way, someone on sound donated $10. And $10 to torture me, man. I need you to... I need a higher pay for that kind of torture. Blobby, 800, Move 11, Asterbait, Merle Dixon, Warnaki, WJ Loof, and Bob Sakamono. Thanks everybody for playing. We'll be back tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m. with Blitz and Rapid Chess. Thank you guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.